Hey there, how you doing? Charlie Winters here with horse racing tips for Saturday the 8th of June. So, garbage day at Haydock and Thirsk on Friday. So, it's a really tricky card because the poor racers have got a large amount of runners, which make it like a backable race, and the half decent racers have like 8 runners, and it's like one non-runner, and your bet's like in an awkward position. So I've gone for some largest prices that I think have got a chance, and yeah, it's probably not the smartest betting structure, would I say? Staking plan, that's the words. So anyway, enough rambling. So I'm going to try and, I've showed you all the bets. I haven't put them all on yet, but I shall tell you my two main fancies. So the first bet is a 9p each way Hines. It comes to £10.26. The first selection is Variety Island at 12 to 1 in the 245 at Catterick, paying 4 places instead of 3. The second selection is Mutanarsek at 9 to 1 in the 320 at Catterick, paying 4 places instead of 3. This horse keeps finding trouble. It may well find trouble again, but it depends whether they want it to win. All of a sudden, it might not find trouble if they want it to win, but we'll see. So I do think it's got a good chance. I did tip it last time when I was pulling the air out, when Brandon Wilkie went straight into trouble when it was probably travelling the best with about a third on to go. The third selection is the main man. It's Poor Midgley. So it's Crooked Crown at 10 to 1 in the 355 at Catterick, paying 5 places instead of 3. This horse has got absolutely bags of pace. Is it good enough to win? I don't know. But at Catterick, if you've got pace to burn, you've got half a chance, because it's a bit of a, it's an undulating course. It's quite a hard course to handle. But if you're travelling well, you've got a decent chance. So it ran disappointing on its stable debut last time. If it runs, if it runs better, of course I want it to run better. If it should strip fitter, and I'm expecting it to run better. And if it does, I think it'll grab a place. 5 places is quite a few for such a poor race. The fourth selection, how can I quote or how can I state a 22 to honour with potential nap of the day? So what am I talking about? The fourth selection is Aknamara at 22 to 1 in the 430 at Catterick, paying 4 places instead of 3. This is one of 2 horses that is ridiculously well handicapped. The question is tomorrow the day? And I know that's not a get-out clause. Aknamara is extremely well treated, and it's one of them races that stinks a bit, because I think Phil Kirby has got 3 in the race. He's got a fancied runner, he's got a lesser fancied runner, and he's got a completely unfancied runner, which is this one. I don't completely unfancy it. It has got a cracking chance at the weights to run an extremely good race. Is tomorrow the day? Well, at Catterick, I don't know. But 22 to 1 is far too big in an average race. The next selection is Jojo Rabbit at 12 to 1 in the 5x5 at Catterick, paying 4 places instead of 3. A horse that's running well. It's been dropped a pound in the handicap. I think it's got a chance. The race could set up for it by a lot of them setting off too quick. The next selection is the next best. And this is another horse that is ridiculously well handicapped. And I don't know if tomorrow's a day, but it's weighted to win. It's weighted to run extremely well. Take a look at it. Take a look at Aknamara and take a look at Tantalus and tell me what you think. So Tantalus at 11 to 1 in the 10x6 at Catterick, paying 4 places instead of 3. So the next bet, I haven't placed it yet, but I don't know if you can how well you can see it. So I'm going to talk you through it. So it's probably going to be another 9p each way Hines. So I've gone for Tantalus and Aknamara again. So the third selection is Cliff Cake at 16 to 1 in the 3:15 at Beverley, paying 6 places instead of 4. There's a few horses that I fancy in this race. It's Tropez Power, which is a favourite. I can't back that because it should have run better at York. Don't get me wrong, it could have been lined up for this race. I don't know. It's a lot. This race is worth a lot less than what York was, but it's ridiculous what handicap Tropez Power is. There's another selection or horse called Billy B. Billy B ran on its stable debut an absolute cracker for Craig Lidster, where it was the best. I think it was the best positioned horse, as in like best finishing position of the horses that raced prominently at York. All the rest of them were held up. This was the best of the horses that raced prominently. So Billy B has also got a chance. And there's a horse that I very nearly put in purely for the fact that it's on a dangerous handicap mark. And the horse's visibility. I backed it before at Beverly when it ran. It came 5th, paying out on first 4, and I think it was 33 to 1. I think I got 40s that day. Well, visibility has definitely got a chance tomorrow. However, I am going for Cliff Cake. Cliff Cake it beat Hugo Gregory when I thought both of them last time, when I say last time, sorry, when they raced against each other last year, set off way too quick. And I was rubbing my hands because Hugo Gregory was, I think it was in 3rd place. I'm thinking, right, this has got every chance, Hugo Gregory, because it was right behind Cliff Cake and it came to press the leader, and Cliff Cake found a bit more. Well, I'm thinking this horse has been running over a shorter distance now. Whether that's deliberately, I don't know, just to get its like cruising speed, like or just to get it fit, I don't know. But Cliff Cake could have a very good position tomorrow. It could be prominent throughout, and a lot of the other horses could get in each other's way. So 16 to 1 on Cliff Cake is very interesting. It's actually 18s now, look, as you can see. Powerful Lady, 8 to 1 in the 5+2 at Beverley. In the Hillary Needler, paying 5 places instead of 3. I think it's good, strong, Irish form. It's got an okay draw. I think it's drawn about either 6 or 8. That's not too bad. It should be prominent throughout, and I think it's got a cracking chance. So the next 2 selections, they're linked to a. They are linked to a degree. So it's Moogie at 50 to 1 in the 3 o'clock at Haydock, paying, I think, what's that, 5? Paying 5 places instead of 3. This horse is extremely big price for the fact that James Fanshawe has taken 2, well, at least 2 to the meeting, and the other one is fresh. But Moogie, it's got a lot to find on the handicap. However, the vast majority of horses in that race predominantly run on soft ground. They occasionally have encountered quicker ground and ran okay on it. But the vast majority of horses are all soft, heavy ground, good to soft. Well, I hope it's just gone 6 to 6, just as I've mentioned it. So I'm thinking Moogie, there could be some non-runners. We're not crying out for non-runners, but I think the ground could be lightning quick tomorrow. It could suit Moogie, but at 50 to 1, I tell you what, I'm prepared to take that chance. And finally, I've gone for Fresh at 6 to 1 in the 4:45 at Haydock, paying 5 places instead of 3. This horse regularly takes on top class or big field handicaps. It's drawn, I think it's 2 or 3. Well, I've got the draw wrong so far at Haydock and Thirsk today, or as in like Friday. In my opinion, you need to be drawn down the middle of the track or more towards far side at Haydock. I can't see that changing come tomorrow. Yeah, here we go. But Fresh, it needs to be straight down the middle or slightly towards the far side. And I think it's got every chance, and it's fine on quick ground. And I think it's got every chance. So, the very best of luck. Give me a like or subscribe if you will, please. The very best of luck. Charlie Winters, over and out. Cheers, mate.